Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and mathematician, often referred to as the father of modern observational astronomy and the father of modern physics. Galileo Galilei pioneered the experimental scientific method and was the first to use a refracting telescope to make important astronomical discoveries. Galileo was born in Pisa, Italy on February 15, 1564. His parents are Vincenzo Galilei and Giulia Amanati. Galileo was the first of 6 children. In the early 1570s, he and his family moved to Florence. Galileo began studying at the University of Pisa, where his father hoped he would study medicine. While at the University of Pisa, Galileo began his study of the pendulum in 1581. Galileo once noticed that a lamp swinging overhead takes exactly the same time for each swing. This occurrence took place even though the distance of a swing gets progressively shorter. This principle of a pendulum made Galileo significantly famous around the world. This became the genesis of regulation of clocks, for which he became instantly famous. The law of falling bodies tells us that every object will fall at an equal rate when accounting takes place for minor differences. In order to prove this theory, Galileo himself made a climb to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Afterwards, he began to drop certain items of different weights. Consequently, every item hit the ground at the same time. This law was in contrast to the theory of Aristotle. Many experts had to change their previously held beliefs due to this discovery. After hearing about the Danish perspective glass in 1609, Galileo constructed his own telescope. He subsequently demonstrated the telescope in Venice. His demonstration of the telescope earned him a lifetime lectureship. After his initial success, Galileo focused on refining the instrument. Galileo certainly made many notable astronomical discoveries. People living in the contemporary period accept these astronomical discoveries of Galileo as common sense. Galileo looked at Jupiter through a telescope. He discovered 4 tiny little lights that seemed to circle Jupiter. Those are what are now referred to as the Galilean moons. This confirmed Copernicus' idea that celestial bodies rotate each other. He also looked at Venus and found that it had phases. This discovery was revolutionary because it really proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that the Earth is not the center of the universe. Galileo Galilei established mathematics as the language of scientific discovery. He calculated the laws of nature. Galileo exposed the mistakes in the laws of Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Plato. Galileo certainly led to the reformation of the qualitative standpoint. Moreover, he certainly led to the discovery of certain specific laws of the universe. These are some inventions of Galileo Galilei. Galileo faced significant opposition from the Catholic Church due to his views, leading to a famous trial and house arrest. His contributions fundamentally changed our understanding of the universe and the nature of scientific inquiry. Galileo lived his last 9 years under comfortable house arrest, writing a summary of his early motion experiments that became his final great scientific work. He died in January 8, 1642 at age 77 after suffering from heart palpitations and a fever. During his life, Galileo published his findings in several manuscripts. Galileo was the one who really put together the principles of experiment, theory, and mathematics together into a common framework. Galileo is fundamentally responsible for what we know about the universe.